the disqualification of the members. And whenever I am talking about the disqualification, it is applicable on both Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha members both. So, disqualification of the members. So, disqualification is mentioned in the Constitution. The very first thing which is mentioned in the Constitution is 102 clause 1, and it says firstly that if you are holding office of profit, then you will be disqualified. The second is if you are a discharged insolvent. Third, if it is proved that there is an infirmity of mind. If you have left or renounced the Indian citizenship and acquired the citizenship of any other country, then also you will be disqualified. Then, if you are disqualified on the basis of any law that is made by the parliament. For example, the parliament, if has made any law, and according to that law, if they are telling something, if they are giving certain guidelines, certain clauses in that law, and if you are found guilty of that, then also you will be disqualified from the membership of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Already Parliament has made the law, that is RPA 1951. In RPA 1951, there are many provisions on the basis of which one will be disqualified. For example, if you have not filed your election expenses on the time to the Election Commission, then you will be disqualified. If you are involved in any cruelty towards the women, cruelty towards your wife, then also you will be disqualified. If you are following the sati system, then also you will be disqualified. हाँ ठीक है, आज के समय में कोई सती सिस्टम फॉलो नहीं करता है, करना भी नहीं चाहिए, ठीक है. But this law is of 1951. So at that time in Rajasthan, the sati system was being practiced. So that's why it was mentioned there. Likewise, if you are convicted of any offense that has resulted into 2 years of minimum jail, then also you will be disqualified. For example, Rahul Gandhi. So Rahul Gandhi इतना अच्छा इंसान है. So Rahul Gandhi was disqualified. वो बाद में बच गया. That is another thing. Rahul Gandhi was disqualified because he was convicted by the court that has resulted into 2 years of jail for Rahul Gandhi. So likewise, there are many provisions in the RPA, and if you fulfill any of those provisions, then you will be disqualified. For example, if you are holding share in any of the government department, then also you will be disqualified. If you are the MD or holding any significant position in the company where the government have 25% of share, then also you will be disqualified. Hemant Soren. What Hemant Soren did? That took all the mining lease in his own name. ऐसा कौन करता है? किसी परिवार के नाम पे दे देते. So all the things you took on your own name, and then the matter went to the Election Commission. Election Commission of India asked the governor to disqualify Hemant Soren. वो बच गए, that is the another thing. पर वो फिर दूसरे केस में चले गए. That's the another thing. So बचोगे नहीं कहीं. हाँ, बचोगे नहीं कभी. But the point here is कि Hemant Soren would have been disqualified earlier because he was found guilty of the mining leases in his own name. You can't have any interest in any of the government contract. Then on this basis, you will be disqualified, and it is not mentioned in the Constitution. It is mentioned in the law, that is RPA 1950. In Office of Profit. You all are aware about the Office of Profit. What is the name of that famous case of Office of Profit? Satru Charla case. Then insolvent. Insolvent means if you are undischarged insolvent, मतलब इतना debt हो चुका है that बैंक भी बोल चुकी है कि now you have been declared bankrupt by the bank and therefore you are being disqualified, because now if the bank has declared you bankrupt, then you will start doing corruption. Obviously पैसा कहां से लाओगे, and therefore you will be disqualified. Then infirmity of the mind. That is the, ऐसा नहीं है कि you will say that a particular MP doesn't have mind and then he will be disqualified. ऐसा नहीं. The court will give the certificate of the infirmity of mind. Doctor will say कि काम नहीं कर रहा है इनका दिमाग, and then the matter will go to the court. Court will certify it कि सच में इनका नहीं कर रहा है काम, and then he will be disqualified. That is called as infirmity of the mind. उसके बाद acquisition of the citizenship of the other country. It's very simple. In all these matter you will be disqualified. But whenever I am talking about the disqualification, I have the another route also for disqualification, that is 102 clause 2, that is anti-defection law. That is anti-defection law. Now, with respect to anti-defection law, this was not in the original text of the Constitution. 52nd Constitutional Amendment Act has introduced the idea of anti-defection law. Now, what do you mean by anti-defection? Usse important hai what is defection. Defection means that if you have been chosen in the parliament or in the state legislative assembly on the ticket of a particular political party, and then you are leaving that political party and joining the another political party in 5 years, then it is called as defection. Then it is called as defection. So from 1967 to 1972, there had been more than 2000 defections in the country. It means that 2000 MLA and MP have left their political party and joins another political party. It shows the lack of ethics. It shows paisa is working. It shows lack of discipline within the members of political party. और इन सबके सीमा को पार कर गए हरियाणा के एमएलए गयाराम. उनका नाम हो गया आयाराम गयाराम. तो व्हाट गयाराम डिड, द गयाराम हैड चेंज्ड हिज पॉलिटिकल पार्टी थ्राइस इन अ डे. ब्रेकफास्ट किसी के साथ, लंच किसी के साथ, डिनर किसी के साथ, अलग ही लेवल पे थे वो. सो ही हैड चेंज्ड हिज पॉलिटिकल पार्टी थ्राइस इन अ डे. और वहीं से ऐसा लग गया कि नाउ वी नीड द एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ. एक बार करते तो शायद आज एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ नहीं होता. 3 बार किया उन्होंने दिन में. सो दैट्स द एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ वाज कंसीडर्ड एज द important part of protecting our democracy, instilling discipline, ensuring ethics in the politics. That's why we have introduced anti-defection law. Now, when we have introduced anti-defection law, then at the same time, 3 things we will have to understand. That is, what are the different kinds of members do we have? First is elected member. इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स का मतलब यहां पे मैं कह रहा हूं इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स ऑन द पार्टी टिकट. ऑन द पार्टी टिकट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट देम. इलेक्टेड तो दोनों ही हैं, इंडिपेंडेंट भी इलेक्टेड ही हैं, बट ही इज एन इंडिपेंडेंट इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स. ही इज एन इंडिपेंडेंट इलेक्टेड मेंबर. एंड द थर्ड इज नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर. राज्यसभा में नॉमिनेटेड होते हैं, नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर. अब तो लोकसभा में नॉमिनेटेड है नहीं, पर राज्यसभा में तो नॉमिनेटेड है ही. सो दीज आर द 3 डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ मेंबर्स. नाउ एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ विल बी एप्लीकेबल ऑन एवरीवन. Will be applicable on everyone except a speaker. The anti-defection law will not be applicable on him, and also anti-defection law will not be applicable in one case, that is an exception that I will tell you. पर उसके पहले these are the 3 different types of members. अब देखो, elected member, whenever I am talking about the elected member, then it is written in the anti-defection law that if they are voluntarily giving up the membership, voluntarily अपने से आके बोलते हैं कि मन नहीं लग रहा है, so if they are voluntarily giving up the membership, then anti-defection law will be applicable. मन लगाना पड़ेगा, then anti-defection law will be applicable. Second is, if they are not following the direction of whip, then also anti-defection law will be applicable. Now the question arises, what is whip? Whip means that every political party have the chief whip. मतलब कांग्रेस will appoint, अभी नहीं किया उन्होंने, appoint कर लेंगे कुछ दिन में, Congress will appoint one person as their party whip. BJP will appoint one person as their party whip. Likewise, every political party will appoint one member from the elected one as their party chief whip. Whip का मतलब होता है directions. That is a direction which is being given by that person to the members of the political party. What is the importance of the whip? Means, for example, today there is voting in the house. There is voting in the house. और तुम बोल दो पेट में दर्द हो रहा है नहीं आएंगे, तो नहीं आना पड़ेगा. There is a voting in the house, and now in that case the whip will be issued that everybody will have to come in the house and everybody will have to give the vote in favor or against. If the whip has said, that is the leader of the whip, मतलब जो main जो whip issue कर रहा है, if he has said that you will have to give the voting in favor और तुमने against में दे दिया, then you will be disqualified. Anti-defection law will be applicable. अगर उसने कह दिया you will have to give the vote in against और तुमने favor में दे दिया, then anti-defection law will be applicable. This is the function of the whip. Whip is a kind of directives issued to the members of the political party that how they will have to vote in the house. This is called as whip. In both these cases, anti-defection law will be applicable on them. अब इनको कौन whip issue करेगा? कोई नहीं. Independent खुद ही whip है वो. So no one will issue whip to the independent member, that is the independent elected member. Now, if independent MP or MLA joins any political party in the 5 years, during the tenure, उसके बाद जो करना है करें, during 5 years, if they are joining any political party, then they will be disqualified. Anti-defection law will be applicable on them. Now, nominated member. Nominated member को जो मन वो करो, but for only 6 months after your nomination. Within your 6 months of the nomination, if you want to join any political party, join it. But after 6 months, if you are joining any political party, then you will be disqualified. This is the rule, this is the law according to anti-defection law. Now the question arises that anti-defection law will not be applicable in 2 cases. First is, it will not be applicable on a speaker, deputy speaker. Speaker जब मैं बोलूं समझ लेना, deputy speaker भी अपने आप समझ लेना, क्योंकि whatever the rules apply on a speaker, the same rule applies on the deputy speaker. Now, first है कि it is not applicable on speaker, but उसमें क्या होता है, problem book में नहीं लिखा है. The reason is कि deputy speaker is a simple member of the house when he is not sitting on that chair. So when the speaker is absent, then only deputy speaker sits on that chair, then only he is called as the power of a speaker. Otherwise, he is a simple member of the house. So if he is a simple member of the house, at that time anti-defection law will be applicable. But whenever he is sitting on that chair, then the anti-defection law will not be applicable. That's what I meant to say. Then the second is, anti-defection law will not be applicable in the case of split. In the case of split. Now we will understand what is the meaning of split. What is the meaning of split? अब देखो, शिवसेना, अब 2 शिवसेना है, एकनाथ शिंदे और भाई साहब का. तो how Eknath Shinde has formed Shiv Sena obviously he has defected. Obviously he has defected. But anti-defection law was not applicable on Eknath Shinde. Why? Because when Eknath Shinde has defected from Shiv Sena, he defected with 2/3 of the member of the Shiv Sena. So 66% of the people from Shiv Sena of Uddhav Thackeray had left the political party and forms the new political party. Therefore, anti-defection law was not applicable. It means that कि अगर political party A है, political party B है, if one is leaving, anti-defection law will be applicable. If two are leaving, then anti-defection law will be applicable. But when 2/3 member of political party A leaves and joins the political party B or forms a new political party or जो मन वो करे or whatever they want to do, so then in that case anti-defection law will not be applicable, and this is called as a split. That is called as split merger. 2/3 member अगर आपको छोड़ रहे हैं, it means that you have lost your confidence. That is, the members do not have any confidence in your ideology, in your political party. That's why 2/3 को कहते हैं split. और जब split होता है तो anti-defection law is not applicable. Clear to everyone? Clear है? Now जो क्वेश्चन आएगा वो ये सब नहीं आएगा. ये तो प्रीलिम्स में क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा कि कैसे एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ वगैरह एप्लीकेबल है. द क्वेश्चन विल कम अबाउट द critical understanding of anti-defection law, or do you think the time has come to make a drastic amendments in anti-defection law? Because anti-defection law has miserably failed in India. Miserably failed in India. Why and how, I will tell you. Clear to everyone? Now, जैसे मैं लिख रहा हूं वैसे तुम्हें जाके कॉपी पेस्ट कर देना एग्जाम में, कुछ नहीं करना, ना ऊपर ना नीचे. So now in that case, anti-defection law, whenever I am telling that critical examination, so firstly I am just writing the points, then I will discuss one by one. The first is dissent versus defection. Second is absoluteness of speaker. Of a speaker. Why I am talking about the speaker here? Because the speaker is the ultimate authority to disqualify you. The speaker is the ultimate authority to disqualify you. और जब ये बता रहे हैं तो एक चीज बता देता हूं. In all these matter, president is deciding. That is, the president in consultation with Election Commission of India is disqualifying you. But in this matter, the speaker is disqualifying you. This is the difference. Then the third one is definition of voluntarily giving up the membership. Then split merger versus recurrent merger. Split versus recurrent merger. Then tenure of the house. So different case study को मैं इन सब में club कर दूंगा. Different case studies are there. I will club under this subheading. Now the very first one, that is dissent versus defection. Now the point here is कि when we say dissent is the lifeblood of democracy, or whenever we say कि in the democracy dissent is the first part of the democracy. But now because of anti-defection law, the members do not have any right of dissent. It means that, for example, when the farm bill was brought in the house, then maybe many of the members from the BJP were not aligned with the farm law, but they can't do anything. They will have to give voting in the favor of the farm bill because there is no any scope for dissent. If you will dissent, then the anti-defection law will be applicable on you. And then second and another viewpoint, if you will see, that once you are being represented by the constituency, then the people of that constituency have a trust on you. Now, again in the next election, you will have to give answer to the people of that constituency. But on one of the important matter, your people says or is telling to you, you will have to go in favor, but your party says that you will have to go against it. Then what you will do? You will have to go against it, because otherwise anti-defection law will be applicable on you. It means that because of anti-defection law, dissent is not allowed. Dissent is not allowed. And this is the criticism of anti-defection law. Every MP should have their own conscience, should be guided by their own conscience while they are giving vote. Therefore, Dinesh Goswami committee has suggested that neither this nor that we can do. तुम भी समझते हो कि अगर तुम खुला छोड़ दोगे इनको तो then also this will be the problem, और बहुत बांध के भी रख दोगे तो then this is also the problem. Dinesh Goswami committee has suggested that what we can do, that the anti-defection law will be applicable only when, anti-defection law will not be applicable in the case the budget has been presented in the House. At that time, whatever the conscience is guiding to the members of the parliament, they should be guided by that. Whenever the no confidence motion has been brought against the government, at that time, whatever the conscience of the members are telling, they should be guided by that. So in these two cases, we should not apply anti-defection law. In the another case, in any, for example, women reservation bill aa gaya, so uspe whip will be issued, or the another matter pe we can issue the whip, but not on these two matters, because this is a very significant matter. The first is the financial matter, and the another is the matter of survival. So in that case, matter of difference in ideology, in that case, yes, you can do the dissent. This is the dissent versus defection. Now the second one is absoluteness of speaker. So whenever we are talking about the absoluteness of a speaker, इसका ये मतलब है कि speaker is the final authority to decide. A speaker is the final authority to decide. So if any member is defecting, then anti-defection law should be applied by the speaker. होना ही चाहिए. स्पीकर को तुम प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर समझ लो, उस दिन स्पीकर नहीं है तो डिप्टी स्पीकर रहेगा. उसी तरीके से राज्यसभा में चेयरमैन रहेगा, चेयरमैन नहीं है तो डिप्टी चेयरमैन रहेगा, कुछ भी ऐसा रहेगा. So just understand that the speaker is absolute in its using power. एक एग्जांपल देते हैं. In the last election, some of the members from TMC, that is in Bengal, have left Mamta Didi and joined BJP. उसमें जो मेजर कल्प्रिट है वो है मुकुल राय. So मुकुल राय is a very near, was very near and is very near. Actually was नहीं बोलना चाहिए, because he was always very near to Mamta Didi. And that is the political calculation. Yeah, whatever the reason is, I am not going into that. He had left TMC and joined BJP. And when the BJP was defeated badly in West Bengal in the last election, then he had left BJP and joined TMC. So लोग कहते हैं this was the sole purpose of him joining the BJP and then leaving the BJP and joining the TMC. So in that case, the anti-defection law should be applicable, because he got the ticket from BJP. After election, he had joined TMC. Anti-defection law लगना चाहिए. So speaker किसका था in that case? In that case, speaker किसका था? TMC का. Because the West Bengal में TMC have the majority and the speaker was from the TMC. Then the speaker of the TMC has not applied anti-defection law. Then the matter went to the Calcutta High Court. That is, the BJP members went to the Calcutta High Court against Mukul Rai. Calcutta High Court has asked the speaker to disqualify him. The speaker said, no, I will not disqualify. Then 3 months, 4 months passed. Again the matter went to the Calcutta High Court. Again Calcutta High Court has said, again he has said that no, I will not remove. Aur abhi tak he was not disqualified. He is in the house. He has not been disqualified. He is in the house. It means that you are using your power according to the wishes of the political party to which you belong. The another case study, if you will see, is of Manipur. In Manipur, what has happened? That is, none of the political party had the majority in the last assembly election of Manipur. 11th assembly election था उनका. So none of the political party had majority there. तो बीजेपी formed the government. जब कहीं नहीं रहता है तो इनके पास रहता है. So they have formed the government with the support of Congress. मतलब the one of the member from the Congress political party had left the Congress and joined BJP. And BJP has said कि आ जाओ और यहाँ minister position, I will give you the position of minister. So he has left the INC and joined BJP, formed the government in Manipur, became the minister. This time the matter went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has asked the speaker, उसको पता था कि speaker will not follow the Supreme Court directives. So in that case, the Supreme Court has said that either you disqualify, otherwise I will disqualify. Then the speaker had not disqualified him, and lastly the Supreme Court had disqualified him. And Supreme Court has said that no, you are not worthy to become the member of Legislative Assembly. And then when the Supreme Court has disqualified him, then the speaker do not have any choice. And after 10 days, the speaker has used the power of anti-defection law and has disqualified him. Then another third case study I am telling you, you will have to figure out that what I mean to say. That what happened in the Karnataka, in the case of BJP, Yediyurappa government was there. Some of the MLA from BJP has left the political party. Some of the MLA from BJP has left the political party and joined Congress. The BJP was in majority. Suddenly the BJP loses the majority. Then in that case, within a minute, a speaker has applied the anti-defection law and has disqualified him. So now what you have understood from these two case studies? Tell me. मुझे पता है तुम्हें समझ में ही नहीं आया मैंने क्या बोल दिया लास्ट में. क्या मैं बोला लास्ट में? क्या तुम समझे? हाँ? Yes, anti-defection law is basically applicable because of the ruling party. Whenever you are defecting from the ruling party and joining opposition, then anti-defection law is becoming applicable within a minute. But whenever you are leaving the opposition party and joining the ruling political party, then anti-defection law is not being applicable. ये मेरा कहने का मतलब है. And this is the thing that you will have to write in your answer. So this is the meaning of absoluteness of speaker. हाँ हाँ नहीं गए अब जा सकते हैं. They have the choice. They can go. ठीक है. Next is voluntarily giving up the membership. So now whenever I will ask you that how one can voluntarily gives up the membership of the house, tell me what is the procedure? बहुत सिंपल प्रोसीजर है. क्या? हाँ, रेजिग्नेशन देना है. ऑफिस से तुम कैसे छोड़ती हो? तो आप नौकरी छोड़ती हो ना, तो रेजिग्नेशन देती हो. So the same thing, that the voluntarily giving up the membership का मतलब है that you will have to give the resignation, and resignation is one of the way that you are leaving the particular political party, then anti-defection law will be applicable on you. So स्वामी प्रसाद मौर्य एक बहुत बड़ा नाम है था यूपी में. आज के समय कुछ नहीं है. So he was MP, he was MLA, 4 times MLA, 2 times MP, बेटी MP, सब. He has left the BJP, joined समाजवादी पार्टी, और आज के समय कहीं के नहीं है. खत्म. पूरी पॉलिटिकल कैरियर खत्म. उनकी बेटी का भी हो गया, उनका तो हुआ ही हुआ. So the point is that this matter was discussed in the Supreme Court with respect to Swami Prasad Maurya. That is called as Swami Prasad Maurya case, और एक और केस है रवि नायक case. These are the two cases. In this particular case, the definition of voluntarily giving up the membership was discussed by the court. And the court has said the phrase voluntarily giving up the membership is very wide. It is not limited only to resignation. So they have not resigned. They have not resigned, but they have left the membership of the political party. Then the question arises that how one can be called as voluntarily giving up the membership without resignation. तो मैं बताता हूं क्या होता है. Just understand that you are the member of a particular political party, and the another political party is holding press conference, and you are sitting with them. You are sitting with them in that press conference. It also means that you have voluntarily given up the membership of your political party. Because if you are sitting in the press conference with another political party, it means that officially you have joined that political party. Likewise, जब गवर्नर पढ़ा रहा था तो मैंने कुछ बताया था कि सिप्ते रिजवी के केस में the members went to the Raj Bhavan in the night and then they were head counting and everything. So the same thing. What happens that if you do not have any trust on your political party, that is the ruling political party, then if you are going to the governor in the midnight, कि कोई देखे नहीं, or in the dark evening, you are going to the governor house and telling to the governor, कि sir, kindly call for the floor of the house, that is a strength on the floor of the house, and then I will give the vote in the favor of another political party. So that is also a kind of act, that is the voluntarily giving up the membership. That is, you want not to be with your party but with the another party. And now you will say, sir, इस केस में तो एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ लग जाएगा. अरे एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ तब लगेगा ना जब नहीं पता नहीं जब स्पीकर लगाएगा तब. Why the speaker will impose the anti defection law on you? Why the speaker will do this? So it means that whenever your any action reflects that you are not with your political party but with the another political party, then it will be called as voluntarily giving up the membership. But in the anti-defection law, it is not defined properly. It simply says voluntarily giving up the membership, and it is open for interpretation by the Supreme Court in the different cases. Then after, the split versus recurrent merger. This we have observed in the case of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So what happened in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, just understand, A is a political party, B is the another political party. One member left political party today, joins the political party B. 3 members left the political party A, joins the political party B on Tuesday. 4 members leaves the political party A on Wednesday and joins the political party B. The point here is, logic says that the speaker should apply anti-defection law on Monday itself on this person, Tuesday itself on this person, and Wednesday itself on that person. But what the speaker is doing? The speaker is waiting. Once the total number will be 2/3, then it will be called as a split merger, and then in that case anti-defection law will not be applicable. So it means that this law can be easily exploited, because it is not up to the speaker. Nothing is written in the law with respect to the power of the speaker that when you will have to apply the anti-defection law. Anti-defection law can be applicable on a first day, on second day, after 1 year, after 5 years, and no application. ये भी हो सकता है. In the case of West Bengal, अब legislative assembly end हो जाएगा, and then till then you are not applying the anti-defection law. So a split merger versus recurrent merger, it is not sure कि anti-defection law will be applicable in this case or not. A speaker is right, a speaker is wrong, both. Right, because he doesn't have any time limit to act, so he is right. He is wrong because he is looking into the politics. He is waiting for कि जब 2/3 member इस political party को छोड़ के इस political party को join कर ले, तो he was just waiting for that moment, and then he will say इसमें तो anti-defection law लगता ही नहीं है, because it is a kind of merger. So this is the problem with the power of the ADL, and this is the problem with the law itself. The last one is tenure of the house. Now this case has came into Srimant Bala Sahib Patil versus Karnataka Legislative Assembly. That is the case of Karnataka. Just understand, the 5 years tenure is of any house. 5 साल का tenure है. Now, for example, the ruling party have the numbers and they have the government, but they are on tightrope. They don't have the, you can say that they have only 1 vote more than the required number. They have only 2 numbers more than the required number. तो करीब करीब उनको लगता है कि tomorrow if anybody is switching or if anybody does anything then the government may fall, उनको ऐसा लगता है. So they want to have more and more majority, more and more numbers, ऐसा उनको चाहिए. अब देखो इस केस में what has happened in the case of Karnataka Legislative Assembly, one member who was the part of the Legislative Assembly had left the political party. He was from the ruling party, ठीक है? He was from the ruling party. He has left the political party. His ruling party he has left. Now obviously कोई पागल तो होगा नहीं that he has left the political party. पागल तो नहीं होगा. अगर एमएलए और एमपी है तो दिमाग तो होगा. So now in that case, if he has left the political party, that is ruling political party, and wants to be with the opposition. So why he wants to be with the opposition? Because there is a fair chance that if he will leave the ruling party, then the opposition will form the government. That's why he will leaving. और इनके बीच में एक contract हो गया होगा कि once you will leave the political party, then I will give you the position of cabinet, that is the minister. That's why he is leaving. Otherwise he will not leave. But ये closed door meeting है, इसमें मैं नहीं जा रहा हूँ. Just understand that he has left his political party. The anti-defection law will be applicable within a minute because at that time जो speaker होगा वो तो इन्हीं का होगा. So anti-defection law was applicable on him. This time what the speaker said that now you are disqualified for the remaining term. For the remaining term. मतलब if he has been or if he has defected after 2 years, then he has disqualified for 3 years. If he has defected after 1 year, he was disqualified for 4 years. If he has defected after 3 years, he was disqualified for 2 years. मतलब the speaker has said that now there is no any chance that you can be the part of this house again. You can be the part of this house, but only after the end of the 5 years. Now he went to the Supreme Court because there is nothing like this in the ADL. A speaker can disqualify you only, but not for the tenure, not for the term. That a speaker cannot decide. It means that, मान लो, जब इसने ruling समझना, when he has left the ruling political party, then obviously disqualification लग गया, he has disqualified. Now again he needs to become the member of the house. अब बनेगा कैसे? कैसे बनेगा? Re-election क्यों होगा? बाई इलेक्शन होगा कहीं. बाई इलेक्शन कहीं होगा, कोई मरा होगा, कोई कुछ हुआ होगा, या फिर एमएलसी होगा, कुछ तो होगा. There is an opportunity for him to again become the member of the house. But the speaker's action has taken that opportunity. Now a speaker said that you cannot become the member of the house. So now you cannot become the member of the house means now he doesn't have the opportunity to get re-elected via by-election or to get re-elected via becoming the member of the upper house of the state. ये दो ऑप्शन उसके पास आज भी हैं even after the disqualification. पर स्पीकर ने बोल दिया कि you cannot exercise this opportunity. He went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has said that the speaker's position is wrong. A speaker can disqualify but cannot disqualify for the remaining period of the term. Therefore, it is very important in anti-defection law we will have to make it very clear that according to the Venkat Chelaiya Commission or the National Commission on the Review of the Working of Constitution, that is NCRWC, NCRWC has made it clear that once the person is disqualified, he should be disqualified for the next term also. और यही तभी तो you can make your anti-defection law very strict and stringent. अभी तो ये काम ही नहीं कर रहा है. He will not leave the political party because he is not a fool. If he is leaving a political party, it means that he has the opportunity to become the member of the house again. And if he has the opportunity to become the member of the house again, then what is the purpose of anti-defection law? What kind of problem ADL is solving? No problem. No solution for this problem. Therefore, NCRW has suggested that once the person is disqualified, disqualify him for the next 5 years also. So that will be a clear-cut message to the legislators, to the parliamentarians, that they should not defect their political party. So that's all. ठीक है? चलिए, धन्यवाद.